Jared Goff. Kind of see him as their future, but so much of the focus has to be on Gurley this year, doesn't it?
And the future becomes now if Todd Gurley keeps running the football the way that we've seen him run it in the past, because that will make it easier to break in a rookie quarterback.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. The defense here for the Rams.
Mark Barron entered the league as a safety, but really plays much more like a linebacker. One thing we always notice at the end of every game, his stat sheet is full.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
The emergence of Thomas Rawls out of Central Michigan, chalk one up for the scouting department of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year averaged 5.6 yards per attempt. Most of the NFL, of course, then he had that nasty ankle injury.
Well, he's back healthy and look.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Eddie Lacy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. But one thing that's confirmed is that Russell Wilson knows how to elude pressure, and he finds openings to throw the ball, and he does the same thing in running it. He lost about 300 yards from last season in his rushing total, but I think that's a good thing. People respect his running ability so much, it's opening up pass lanes for his team.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Nickel Roby brings him down. 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's third down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian McDougal. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot and say, hold it a second. I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They give him a gain of 38. A nice play there by Austin. He came to West Virginia as a running back. They moved him to wide receiver, but he can move in space.
And that's the best part of his game. It's the ability to make bigger plays once the ball's in his hands. And his last year at West Virginia, they moved him back to tailback against Oklahoma in a big game. He ran for over 300 yards. You're exactly right. Those running back skills, they never left him.
A 2-time All-American there for the Mountaineers.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And the play clock's running down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 3rd and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And got his man complete. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that catch there by Luke Wilson goes for a 1st down, and he's really developed and come on. Now, remember, Jimmy Graham, who was expected to be the key tight end for Russell Wilson, he was hurt most of 2015. Luke Wilson really jumped his game up.
Rolls the lone man in the backfield. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Quinn able to run him down for a loss of a yard. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on 2nd. On 2nd down, Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Robert Quinn in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, here's Lacey. And he's going to... And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the 1st half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw. Goff. Over the middle, he hits Austin. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's second down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Steps away to his left. Austin's got it left side. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And pass interference on the offense. Been a while since I've seen one of those, Charles.
I thought they had totally mothballed that call, so I'm very glad to see that someone recognized that the offense can make a mistake.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas rolls his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, L.A. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Lockett the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking, but you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They start on the ground with Rawls. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Back now in Los Angeles. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now Wilson on second down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They'll hand it off. Lacey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now Goff. Throw right side, complete to Williams. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. On first down, it's gone. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, Goff. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Finding time. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited, because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock, because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets them a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off. When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacy. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things or the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's brought down after a good gain. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the 50, it's gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 2015 Pro Bowler, Michael Bennett, in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Leopard. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Third and long. It's gone. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Goff. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They go again with Rawls. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson going up top. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Wilson, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Luke Wilson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Extra point try now for Walsh. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the lead will grow by one more. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And